BlackRock just dropped $877 million in one day. This isn't whales. This is a tsunami of institutional cash. As of May 23, 2025, their iShares Bitcoin Trust holds over $70.1 billion in BTC, and total inflows across all Bitcoin ETFs, $44.6 billion just this year. While you're still wondering when to get in, they're already buying your future gains. What's really going on, and what's coming next? I'm Richie, your crypto duck with insight the banks don't want you to hear. Just 3 years ago, in 2022, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission rejected the idea of a spot Bitcoin ETF. Not once, not twice, but 8 times. That changed in January 2024 when regulators finally approved the first spot Bitcoin ETF. BlackRock, Fidelity, ARK Invest. They were the first to enter. Bitcoin jumped 20% in a single week on the news alone. Fast forward to May 2025, BlackRock holds over $70 billion in Bitcoin. Their ETF is now one of the top 5 funds in the entire U.S. market. From memes and fear to full institutional adoption. This isn't hype, this is a financial evolution. Larry Fink, CEO of BlackRock, said it loud and clear. It's too risky not to own Bitcoin. Fidelity, they went further. They added Bitcoin to retirement portfolios. Yeah, retirement portfolios. Bloomberg analysts call Bitcoin ETFs the #1 growth catalyst of the decade. ARK Invest, you know, the ones who bought Tesla before it was cool? They say, we're just at the beginning of the institutional alt season. Even JP Morgan, the king of caution, admits that institutional interest is growing at record speed. And over on crypto Twitter and Reddit, one sentence keeps popping up: if they're buying, the top isn't in yet. And what about you? Still waiting for the dip? AI has run the numbers, and here's what it sees. Scenario 1, if ETF inflows cross $100 billion, Bitcoin could climb to 180,000 by year end. Scenario 2, if inflows stay steady, expect a range between 110 and 120,000. Scenario 3, worst case, if institutions start offloading, a drop to 95,000 is on the table. But that's not all. AI scanned on-chain data and social sentiment. Google searches for buy Bitcoin ETF are up 450% in just 3 months. Mid-size holders, wallets with 10 to 100 BTC are quietly accumulating again. It's the kind of pattern AI loves. Silent buying, rising curiosity, declining fear. And it's happening right now, before the crowd catches on. Let me tell you something that AI doesn't show you, but I've seen it happen again and again. It's not just data, it's behavior. In every bull run, there's this moment where people stop thinking and start chasing. They FOMO into meme coins, they over-leverage, they ignore exit plans, and guess who buys their panic sells later? The same institutions you see in the headlines. AI tells us what's probable, but you can choose to act differently. Right now, you have an edge. You're early, aware, and you're watching this video before the crowd piles in. And you don't need to go all in. You need to go strategic. Here's what I'd do. If I was starting from scratch with just $10, Step 1, click the pinned Binance link. Set up your wallet. Step 2, buy a small amount of Bitcoin, maybe even split it with Ethereum or Solana. Step 3, explore, but with discipline. Set alerts, study charts, learn how wealth builds slow and exits fast. And just for fun, I've hidden a bonus inside that Binance link. If you register today, you'll unlock a secret PDF I call the Duck's Exit Playbook, a personal strategy I used in the 2021 cycle to secure a 6-figure exit. It's yours, free, just by clicking the link and joining the smart money side. Remember, the next wave of crypto wealth won't come from guessing. It'll come from people who prepared while others were still scrolling. So be that person. Be the one who exits before the hype collapses, and I'll see you at the next all-time high. Now let's look at the numbers. From January to May 2025, Bitcoin ETF inflows jumped from $4 billion to $44 billion. That's 11 times growth in less than 5 months. Let's break it down. BlackRock controls over 60% of all Bitcoin ETF assets. Fidelity follows with around 23%. The rest, just scraps. Next visual. Pre-ETF versus post-ETF Bitcoin charts. Before ETFs, volatility, fear, confusion. After ETFs, steady uptrend, bigger candles, cleaner sentiment. And finally, a little fun. Richie the Duck walks into a bank, opens a briefcase, but instead of cash, there's a glowing QR code. Welcome to the new era, where charts talk louder than headlines. The question isn't if Bitcoin will rise. The real question is, how long will this institutional optimism last? Forecast 1. If current inflows continue, Bitcoin could hit $130,000 by September. Forecast 2. By December, we could see 160,000, but only if regulators don't interfere. Now the risk. If new laws restrict ETF withdrawals or tax the gains, we could see a correction down to 95,000. So what should you do? If you want safety, hold BTC directly. If you prefer ETFs, diversify. Add Ethereum, Solana, maybe some layer 2 and AI projects. And most important, take profits in stages. Because when institutions exit, they won't send you a warning. But if you're watching this channel, you'll be ready before the rest. BlackRock is in. Fidelity is in. ARK Invest, already deep. They're not wondering if Bitcoin will hit 100,000. They're positioning for 200. While you're still hesitating, they're carving up the future. This isn't a trend, it's a takeover. And now, you've got a choice. Click the pinned link below this video and open your Binance account, the world's leading crypto platform. Start with as little as $10 and access the same assets that billion-dollar funds are buying. Use my link and you'll get a welcome bonus and discounted trading fees. Be early. Be inside. I'm Richie, and we don't chase pumps. We catch the next X10.